Hey guys, how's it going? Today I am going to do a first impression let's play review of a game called Killing Floor 3. We are going to be playing through the game. I've never played the game. I'm going to be giving you my running commentary as I play through the game today. And by the end of the live stream today, I will hopefully be able to tell you whether or not, in my opinion, the game is worth $47. The game actually costs $40 in America, but in Europe it's €40, and €40 is actually $47. So we will be evaluating the game based on the European price, because that is what I have to pay. So it's $47 or €40 for the game. I did receive the game for free from the developers actually about a month ago, but I have a backlog of games that I have to review very often. So currently I have a backlog of about 15 games, and yeah, today I decided that I will be doing this one today. So as always, with all of my first impression let's play reviews, I'm gonna be playing the game, I'm gonna be giving you my running commentary as I play through the game, and I'm gonna be telling you what I think is good and bad about the game. If you are in a hurry and you don't want to watch the full 1 hour or more of the video or the live stream today, then you can simply skip to the last 10 minutes or so of the video. I will put a timestamp in the description below if you're watching the VOD, and you can just skip to that timestamp in the last 10 minutes or so, and I will be telling you my quick, concise, final opinion on the game at the very end of today's live stream or video, whatever, if you're watching the VOD afterwards. I've played all of the previous Killing Floor games. I've played number 1, I've played number 2 quite a bit. I also have played World War Z quite a bit. I actually played it a lot more on Epic, because I got the game on Epic, and I probably have, I would say, maybe 100 hours, maybe a little bit more on Epic. And then after a year or so, they released it on Steam, so I got it on Steam as well. And yeah, I really like World War Z, and also Vermintide. I've also played a lot of Vermintide. Vermintide is another game that is like a horde-based shooter, similar to this game. So I've played a lot of these games, and I like them. They're okay. I especially like World War Z, actually. And yeah, today we are going to be seeing if Killing Floor 3 can be as good as these other games, or at least maybe as good as Killing Floor 1 or Killing Floor 2 was. I've also played a lot of like Left 4 Dead long ago. I mean, Left 4 Dead is a very old game. I've played a lot of that as well. So yeah, we're going to be checking out the game today. So first off, one thing that is bad about the game is that as soon as I started up the game was using 100% of my GPU, and the game also did texture processing, like the texture processing thing, for like 10 minutes, no jokes, like 10 minutes that it was using my CPU at 100% power or utilization, I guess. So yeah, that's not good. I've said this before. When a game does that texture processing thing that a lot of games do these days, like the shader texture processing right at the beginning of the game, and it also sometimes does it after a update, after the game is updated. When it does that, there is absolutely no reason for the game to use 100% of your CPU. The developers can very easily set it to only use like 70% or 80%, because the problem is if something on your computer is drawing 100% of your CPU at a time, then your entire computer just basically stops to function. Like, you can't really browse the internet, you can't watch a YouTube video while the game is pulling 100% of your CPU, you can't watch a movie, like you really can't do anything when the game is using 100% of your CPU. So these developers seriously should know better, because this isn't the first game that they've made, you know. They are veteran game developers, so it's really something that they shouldn't do, you know. Having the game use 100% CPU usage is fucking insane. And then on top of that, the frame rate of the game was also set to uncapped when I started the game up. So the game in the menu, like literally here in the main menu, is pulling 100% of GPU usage, which is fucking insane, because this is a pre-rendered cinematic here in the back. It's literally pre-rendered. All of this is pre-rendered. So what the fuck is the game processing? Like it's playing a video here in the background. So how is it possible that the game is pulling 100% GPU usage? And I have a RTX 5080, so it's a really, really powerful card. So I think it's just fucking ridiculous that the game is pulling any GPU usage while in the main menu, considering that this is just a video file that is playing. And it's really ridiculous that the game is set to run at uncapped frame rate, because if you have heard about New World did the same mistake. Their developers set their game New World to unlimited FPS, and a bunch of people's graphics cards burned out. Literally, their graphics cards were destroyed from New World having uncapped FPS, and yet these developers seemingly haven't learned that, or they don't care. So the fact that the game starts up at unlimited FPS is really fucking ridiculous, and the fact that the game can pull 100% GPU usage on an RTX 5080 while in the menu is also really bloody ridiculous. And you also can't change the resolution. You can't change the resolution of the game at all, and you can't do resolution scaling either. Like, there's no resolution scaling options at all. So you can't change the resolution, and you can't change the resolution through resolution scaling, which is just ridiculous in a game that costs $47. The game does have super sampling, but you can't turn super sampling off. So there's no way to turn super sampling off at all, which is another issue. You cannot run the game natively. Literally, they don't give you the option to run the game natively, which is fucking ridiculous. So, yeah, it's just really bad. There's a lot of bad stuff, a lot of unacceptable stuff that I'm already seeing. And $47, that's double A territory. Like that's a double A game right there. and yet I'm not seeing AA quality right here. Like, the quality is just not good right now. So, yeah, like it's not good so far. Like, they're charging AA prices, $47, and yet you can't change the resolution. You can't run the game natively. Yeah, it's just not good. So those are all of the issues that I've seen so far without even actually playing the game. When we look at keyboard mapping, they do have dual key bindings, which is good. All games should have dual key bindings, in my opinion, so dual key bindings is good. Let's see, my mouse can go onto my second monitor, so do they give you an option to fix the focus of the mouse onto your main monitor? Let's have a look if there is any options like that. I'm not seeing an option like that, so yeah, that is another issue. Every time that you swing your mouse a little bit too much, your mouse is going to go onto your second monitor. So that's what's happening with me currently. My mouse is going onto my second monitor. When I go too far to the left, the mouse goes onto the second monitor. So normally you would get a toggle over here in controls that sets the mouse to the active window. It's normally called like bind mouse cursor to active window, but there's nothing like that over here. So that is another missing quality of life feature. So yeah, not good so far. They also force you to play the tutorial, which is also not good. But yeah, with that being said, let's jump into the tutorial, I guess.
Welcome to
And we get an advertisement.
Front line against Horzine and the emerging Zed threat. This is your friendly director of operations, Cordelia Claimley. Our training regimen will help hone your skills for the many challenges to come. Let's start with the basics, shall we? Protecting yourself and your team requires that you be aware of your surroundings at all times. First, take a look around, hey? Impressive display of neck flexibility. Now, how about a little cardio? Try dashing.
Okay, so you can only dash to the sides. You can't dash forward.
Well done.
You can dash backward, but not forward.
Impressive. It appears someone's been availing themselves of a running track. Now, if you would, try sliding. Superb sliding specialist. Now, climb to higher ground.
Where the hell are we supposed to do that? I guess we can just do it here.
Splendid. As you'll discover, a heightened perspective is often essential for tactical supremacy. If you would, please proceed to the armory. Very good. Now, step up to the firing range. You're there. Unholster your sidearm, would you? Never underestimate the value of a well-maintained sidearm in surprise situations. Now, shoot the targets. with a firearm is evident. If those were Zeds, they'd surely be dead, or at least gravely wounded. Now, in the interests of managing our ammunition, please reload your weapon.
Why is there blood on my gloves? Like, that doesn't make sense. Like, I'm supposed to be a new trainee or whatever, but there's already blood on my gloves.
Excellent. Wouldn't want to run out at a critical moment, would we? Now, let's get to know the features of our weapon, hey? Steady your firearm and aim down the sights. That's it. Oh, you seem to have that down. Now, dispatch the targets. Precision. You may survive this yet. Draw your primary weapon now, Specialist. Right. Let's see what else our weapon can do. Set it to single shot mode. See? Easy. Now, try hitting those targets. Shooting like that, and I might need to start ordering replacement targets. In the midst of conflict, an empty magazine is Nightfall's worst enemy. That's why it's always wise to have an ammunition bag handy. Kindly throw one down, would you? Very good. That, in fact, appears to be a bag. Now, reach inside and rest some ammunition. Remember, never wait until it's too late. A bag on the ground means readiness in our ranks. Your next task is to toss a grenade at the designated targets. Splendid! A well-placed throw can be the deciding factor against a ravening horde of blood-crazed bioweapons. Now, if you'd be so kind, please proceed to the mission control console. You made it. Didn't get too lost along the way. Well then, now's your moment, Specialist. Use the console to select your first mission and begin your exciting new venture with Nightfall.
I don't know what Nightfall is, but I did notice that in the game files, the game is actually called Nightfall. Like literally it says nightfall.exe, so I don't know why the game is called Nightfall instead of Killing Floor 3, obviously. Like, what does Nightfall have to do with anything? I don't know what the push to talk button is. Let's have a look. Okay, it's a freaky button. Can't we make it like caps lock or something like that? There we go. Caps lock is much better than fucking K. Okay, so you can't move around on the map. So what, do I just have to select anything? Oh no, you can only select this one. Okay, so we are still in the tutorial.
I will now hand you over to our very capable field director, Ms. Rhodes. We'll speak again once you're in the field. Now board the VTOL, paying special attention to avoid its many sharp and fast-moving propellers.
Catch you on the ground, guys.
so I probably won't be able to customize anything right now since I'm just starting out. Change perk. Oh, we can change a different, select a different class. So this one can heal. I like the little drone thing that this guy has. So the ninja is the only one that has a survivability rating of 5. I wonder why. What makes him so survivable? Is it his gadgets or? Power suit with 2 turrets that obliterate enemies with sonic projectiles. Turrets, so is it like automatic? Or do you need to use it yourself? Let's try the engineer.
Hear that, Specialist? The Horde approaches. Here at Nightfall, each Zed you exterminate is dosh in the bank. Our unique pay-per-kill policy ensures your efforts are always well compensated.
Well, this got quite morbid.
Okay, so this thing is a shotgun.
Your coffer's overflowing. Keep that adrenaline pumping. Soon your senses will become heightened. You'll feel as if time has slowed down.
Progress report. 25% of enemies are down.
Now this gun is completely useless at long range.
Half down, half to go.
Evidently not, unless they are made with less HP right now. It plays like a shotgun. Maybe it shoots slugs.
Let's just press the pause button for a minute.
Okay, so I've got 2,500. What's the stats on this gun? Okay, there we can see full pop, single pump, shotgun, powerful at close but less effective at a long range. But I still was killing dudes at long range, to be honest, so it's not so terrible, evidently. But okay, I don't think I need a different gun right now. What else can we spend our money on? Oh, those are the different classes. So what can I actually buy? Secondary weapon? Well, I don't necessarily want to buy a secondary weapon right now. Multi-tool. What the fuck is a multi-tool? Allows remote enabling of traps, enables ziplines, armor, lockers, certain doors, repairs explosive locks. Okay.
Pod's about to shut down.
Okay, well, I just upgraded my armor. Are they still gonna come? Oh, yes.
Down. You're doing great.
Yeah, this thing is a shotgun, but if you actually aim it, then it does enough damage to kill them
Feel that?
from afar.
Now, clear the area of any remaining zeds so we can access the trader pod.
I want to test my X ability.
Wanted to show you my latest invention.
Holy crap. Okay, that's interesting. So the turret, it's not actually a turret, it's just like weapons. So turret implies that it is automatic, like automatic targeting.
Well, look at you.
Of them. Now, proceed to the pod. Let's upgrade that weapon, shall we?
Yeah, well, this is so far hilariously easy. I don't really want to upgrade my weapon. Want to upgrade something else? Like, don't you have skills in the game? Like, can you actually upgrade the weapon? Because it doesn't look like it. You can change your weapon into different types of shotguns, but you can't actually upgrade your weapon. Like, I want to upgrade my weapon. Doesn't look like you can actually upgrade the weapon.
Choice. Your eye for quality armaments is unparalleled. I do believe my instincts are spot on about you, Specialist. I'm confident you'll remain a valuable asset to Nightfall as the battle against Horzine further intensifies.
I don't want to play multiplayer, to be honest.
Specialist, our current crisis requires the experience of veterans from the 2020s outbreak. If you're wondering where these sprightly seniors might be found, I know just the place.
So why did they show us we should go over there? That's stupid. Ah, here we go. Finally we get skills. Okay, apparently I didn't earn any experience at all for that previous one. Still shows 0 out of 500. Okay. What are the skills? Let's have a look a little bit. Using repairs armor integrity up to a maximum of 20. Different tools repair different amounts of armor integrity. Using a tool. I don't know what the tool is. Killing enemies grants 2 stacks of tool up. Different tools gain stacks. Full ammo. Okay. It's 10% increased damage and 20% increased weapon stumble nearby enemies. Oh, weapon penetration, that sounds good. Doesn't apply to spray weapons, so any weapon that shoots very fast won't benefit from it. That's so stupid. But I still think it'll be a good skill to have with a shotgun. 20% increased damage to enemies the first time you deal damage to them. That's stupid. Killing enemies grants increased movement. Maximum armor integrity increased by 20%. While you have armor, small enemies will stumble when they attempt to grab you. That's nice. Shotguns have extra pellets and weapon spread. Oh, that's not good. Blast radius for explosive weapons is increased by 30%. Self-damage from explosives is reduced by 80%. Wow. That's good. Now this one seems very good. Gadgets. While bunkered, you move 30% slower, but sound wave projectile damage is increased by 15%. Speed while bunkered is increased to 150. Activating Sonic Storm pairs armor integrity. What's Sonic Storm? I've got no idea. Sound wave projectiles increased by 35%. So all of these are probably focused on the turret ability. I'm not a huge fan of the turret ability, to be honest. I like these passives over here. Let's see if you change the class. How do you change the class? Of course, the game has microtransactions. Let's see. So how do I change my class? There we go. So let's not try the engineer. Let's see. So his gadget is launches a homing arrow that seeks and eliminates enemies. I'm assuming it can hit multiple enemies. Let's check out this one. Ugh. Now I have to run all the way back over there again just to select my perks. Ah, you see, so each class has different passives. Okay. So this one's gadget does like a area of effect explosion. Not a huge fan of that because that means you need to be close to the enemies. And then he throws a Molotov cocktail. Okay, so this guy is pretty basic. Let's see. I don't like the firebug, but I like this guy. Let's see what these perks are. I'm gonna go through each of the classes and then see which class has the best perks, because perks make a world of difference in these games. While crouching, spread and recoil per shot is reduced by 10%, spread decay and recoil recovery is increased by 10%, weapon damage is increased by 10%. Spread penalty while walking reduced by 10%. If you haven't taken damage in the last 10 seconds, deal 10% increased damage to weak spots. Once again, weak spots, that's not good. I don't like only doing extra damage to weak spots, that's stupid. Take 10% reduced damage while sprinting and sliding. 2 additional syringes. Yeah, I don't like these perks so far. And then his ability shoots an arrow which goes through a whole bunch of enemies like that. Okay, that doesn't seem very good. Okay, so I'm not a huge fan of his perks. Check out. The medic. I'm not a fan of melee classes, so I almost definitely won't play the ninja. More syringes, and they return 10% armor, that's nice. Revive allies, I'm not going to be playing with people, so that's completely useless. Get 10% increased damage to enemies' flesh and mire hit zones. I've got no idea what a mire hit zone is. Increase ammo capacity, that's not really super useful. Weapon handling. Healing allies with your weapon or hit enemies with your weapon's healing effects heals you for 20% weapons healing. Why would you hit enemies with healing weapons? That's stupid. Healing enemies with healing allies with a weapon grants them 20% reduction. So does that not affect you as well? Well, at least one other player or trader pod is nearby you. Take 10%. That's stupid. So this is a co-op class, completely made for co-op. So I'm not going to be able to play that. It's stupid that there is a class that is exclusively for co-op, to be honest. Then let's check out this one. Just 1 second. I'm probably not going to be playing public games, to be honest. I'm just like basically checking out the game. Like if I like the game, then definitely at some point I will be playing public, but like right now, I'm just basically evaluating the game, to be honest. Like these games, like even World War Z, I really like playing World War Z alone because the scaling in World War Z is actually not bad. Like you can play World War Z solo. So I want to see if you are able to do the same in this game as well, you know, if you are able to play solo or not. Because that, for me personally, would make or break a recommendation, because if I have to recommend a game, but it is only basically playable with co-op, you know, in co-op, then I could maybe recommend the game, but with a condition that you should only ever buy the game if you're going to be playing with friends, you know, because you do get some of these types of games that are just really terrible when playing solo, like unplayable almost when playing solo, because the game isn't balanced for solo at all, you know. So I want to evaluate that aspect of the game definitely. Maximum armor integrity is increased by 10%. Armor costs from the trader are reduced by 10%. Ammo capacity is increased by 10%. Armor costs is reduced by 10%. Destroying an enemy's head with a ballistic weapon has a 20% chance to trigger an explosion. While magazine is over half full, weapon stumble is increased by 20%. Oh, so the stumble on the enemies. While magazine is less than half full, weapon damage is increased by 10%. Weapon costs from trader pod are reduced by 15%. Max syringe capacity is increased by 2. After syringe, regenerate 5 additional health per second for 5 seconds. Taking lethal damage leaves you at 1 HP and grants invulnerability and heal over time for 5 seconds. 10-minute cooldown. Killing enemies reduces the cooldown by 5 seconds, so you would have to kill 12 enemies to reduce it by 1 minute. So that means you basically have to kill like 120 enemies to be able to use it again, basically. Increases range. Weapons automatically reload when holstered. Amount of Z time gained when destroying critical hit zones is increased. I've got no idea what Z time is. Destroying enemy limbs or armor with ballistic weapons increases damage by 20%. Okay, that's not bad. Shooting weapons grants stacks of blaze up to 10. Blaze stacks rapidly, decaying while not shooting. At 10 stacks, deal 20% increased weapon damage. So you need to reach 10 stacks before blaze actually kicks in. That's not very good. Okay, so none of these are fantastic, like they're okay, I guess. And then this drone, is it like an automatic drone or? Looks like it might be automatic. What's all of that stuff it's throwing on the ground? Oh, and it can provide a little bit of healing. That's not bad. I don't know. I don't like this class that much. Like the skills is like the passives over here are okay. I think I might prefer the engineer, just because of this one perk, which seems very good. The penetration perk. Which one is it? This one. This seems very good. Because it essentially has the chance to turn 1 bullet into 5 bullets through the penetration. I'm assuming the penetration power means that it can penetrate 5 enemies. I'm not sure. Can we look at guns to make sure what that actually means? How much is 5 penetration power actually? I want to see the damage. How do I see the damage? Ah, there we go. Penetration power. Okay, but how much is that penetration power actually? Like, it doesn't tell you like how much penetration power that actually is. I'd like to be able to see. Like, obviously a gun like this, it still has a little bit of penetration power. Not much. I think we can. It's the engineer, I guess. Seems like a okay class, I guess. Do I actually have a supply pass? Blah, 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 blah. Maybe. 5 points. What does that mean? Get premium. No, thank you. Do I have anything over here? Claim. Okay, apparently I can claim just that one, I guess. Okay. And then what else can you do in the store? I'm assuming all of these are just like cosmetics. Hopefully the game doesn't have any pay to win bullshit. Have a look over here. So you get credits and then get the supply passes. So I'm assuming it's just cosmetics. Like these cosmetics, I'm assuming. I hope it's just cosmetics. It's probably just cosmetics, hopefully. So yeah, I think we'll stick with the engineer. I think that's fine. Cosmetics, do I have any cosmetics? Oh, I can change my character. Play as the girl. Headgear. Okay, no options there. No options there. And that doesn't matter. Wow, super fantastic selection of cosmetics, to be honest. I am shocked by the sheer amount of choice that they give you. Really, really impressive amount of cosmetic choices that they give you. This is probably the game with the most cosmetic choices that I've ever seen in my entire life. Okay, so we can't do anything there. Okay, so I guess we just go into the next mission, I guess. Can I choose now? Because previously I couldn't choose. Okay, I guess. And then normal was hilariously easy on the previous one. So let's try hard. Like, they don't even tell you what changes. Like, at least they should fucking tell you what changes. But I guess that would be too much effort. Having a little bit of text over here telling the player what actually changes, I guess that's too much to ask.
Remember, guys, make sure your weapons are cleared and safeties are engaged before boarding the VTOL.
Yeah, there's no guys, there's just me.
Up again when you land, team.
Okay, so the shotgun is pretty good. I'm not a fan of shotguns actually, but I guess it's okay. I still don't know what this multi-tool does. Activates and allows a remote enabling of traps. Uses ziplines, unlocks armor lockers and certain doors. Repairs damaged explosive locks. Okay, I guess so. I didn't get a single opportunity to use it in the previous match, so I guess we will just have to see. Okay, no choices over here. So what's the range? I'm not actually seeing a range on any of these guns. Like, they don't even tell you the range. Obviously, a shotgun's range isn't gonna be the same as a sniper rifle's range, so the fact that they don't tell you the range is a little bit stupid. Let's take armor, I guess. Like, what benefit do you even get for playing on hard? They don't even tell you that much.
Hey, y'all, while we're on military property, let's try not to violate U.S. Code Title 10, Section 908, Article 108. Thanks.
Okay, so where's the enemies gonna come from? Oh. Where did he come from? Oh, holy crap, they're coming from everywhere. How the hell are they coming from everywhere?
Reloading!
Let's see them handle this turret! That was grossly satisfying. Like the pimple popping video.
You got them all!
Now that's crazy. They're coming from all over the place now, all of a sudden. Previously, they only came from one place. So how long does this turret last? Like, does it say how long it lasts? How do you use the syringe? I don't think they even told me how syringe yet. Q. Okay. So you press Q apparently. And then what's the armor locker? What does that do?
Hey, armor here!
Oh. Okay, so I can restock armor if I need to. So is there any defensible points on this bloody map? Oh, there's some stuff over there. Okay, but let's stay at the turret for now.
One of those, like, personal misting fans. Yeah, come on!
Okay, so that turret is done.
Dead, Zed!
What the hell? What's this? A zip line, okay.
Turret's activated! Hope that's only a first degree burn. Okay, I need petroleum jelly and a non-stick sterile bandage. Well, it was fun while it lasted. Mark it for you. On fire here!
Yeah, I need to learn what the different enemies do, because clearly that one enemy, you shouldn't stand next to them. What's this thing? Okay, nothing apparently. This weapon feels really weak. Like, that one enemy, I had to shoot him like fucking 15 times. It's ridiculous. Can't really buy any good weapons right now. And I'm still trying to get the lay of the land. Like, how the hell is the layout of the map? Like, it feels like the enemies are just coming from all over. This is a good place to stand because they have to squeeze through here for the most part. I would like to get a turret again. Holy crap, invisible dudes. Look at that, you have to shoot the guy 4 times.
Good seeing you!
Oh shit.
My turn.
I can't see shit.
Get gone! Right here!
Oh shit. How do I get out of here? Come on. Okay, I'm stuck.
Final 10.
Time to reload.
How the hell can they hit me so accurately? Ah, here's a turret.
Meet the newest member of the team. Talk about a plot twist.
Yeah, like those things are just too fast. They charge you. Like I was running full speed and they just charge you and then you're dead. So clearly on hard, the game seems to have a very large jump in difficulty from normal to hard. You might be able to do hard, but I need to learn what the layout of the map is. How do you go out? Stronghold? I would need to learn what the layout of the map is, and I don't think you can start with better guns. I don't think so. But yeah, perks. If I level up and get some better perks, I'll probably not have such a hard time with a hard map. Using a tool repairs armor. Yeah, that's good, I think. Or ammo. Yeah, I don't care about ammo too much. Killing enemies grants tool stacks. So how much tool stacks? That's the question. So every time that we use a tool, we gain 20 armor. Or we can gain tool ammo. I think we'll go for the armor. Probably. So you do use a lot of tool stacks. I used up a lot of, like, on my first go I used like 3 stacks of this one, so let's go for that one. Okay. Yeah, if I get more skills, and then I don't think you can get better guns at the beginning. But yeah, definitely skills will help. So for right now, we're just going to do the levels on normal. I don't even know what you get for doing the levels on hard. Like, they don't even tell you what you get. Just pretty stupid. Let's try a different map to see a little bit of the different level design and stuff like that. That map that we just did was insane. Like, I didn't know where to go or what to do or nothing like that, so.
Safe travels, Nightfall.
Yeah, like, the only real thing that I can do is upgrade. Like, I have no choices there, and then I can upgrade my armor, I guess. Although I would want to do that once I actually have damaged armor, because I did notice if you upgrade your armor, you gain a full set of armor again. So that's actually good to only upgrade your armor once your armor is damaged.
Haha, this will be fun. Right?
Yeah, there's a turret over there.
Shit, yes!
You got it. Almost done.
Yeah, normal is much easier.
Ready to shop? Cause
So,
the pod's open.
I'm assuming there's not anything that you can really pick up, like, in the way of, like, loot, you know, like if you actually look around, I don't think there will be any loot.
Not much natural light here, huh?
Yeah, it doesn't look like there's really loot. You can maybe go down there and check a little bit. I don't think I'm gonna upgrade anything right now in any way, to be honest. I can maybe get a better gun. Yeah, so this one has a little bit less magazine, but the fire rate is a lot better. Oh, but the damage is much less. Holy crap. try this one with electric slugs.
Zed's on the way.
Turret is on duty! Gotta reload this thing! Don't play on my turf! Whatever happened? Looks like they put up a fight. Last one to the trader pod's a rotten egg!
What? Why can't I go through there? What does this do?
Can't
This
really spread out here.
gun seems way weaker than the other one, because just now I had to shoot that fucking guy like a whole bunch of times. I'm completely out of ammo right now. It's supposed to be an upgrade, but really doesn't seem like it. Where's the next vendor? Because that can't be the only vendor in the entire bloody place. Wait, where's the other vendors? Probably need to upgrade my armor.
Armor right here. We've got backup.
Okay, so I can grab armor over here. Oh, this is a nice defensible position. Holy crap.
Impressive!
Yeah, this gun is not very good because I have to shoot the regular dudes twice before they die.
For sure. That would be pretty bad to fall from.
Great progress.
15 minutes. Someone have an extinguisher?
Yeah, this gun is really not good.
Who's up for a little shopping spree?
Okay, so those only give one armor once. I thought you might be able to get armor out of it twice, but apparently not. So I guess I can activate these turrets and then just buy more
We've got backup.
tool things. How do I get out there? Not through here.
Meet the newest member of the team.
I don't know what this one does, but let's see, I guess.
Great.
That's all, team. Pod's closed.
Turrets activated.
There's a lot of bloody turrets around here.
Don't watch me. Love you too.
Oh, this one shoots explosive projectiles. I like that.
This is going well. It'd be super embarrassing to vomit right now. I've got this under control.
Looking for more turrets to activate before I kill that dude. Why does it feel as if you're running so slowly?
Let's see them handle this turret.
Okay, so I've got 2 activated over here.
Was thinking I might do a super quick meditation sesh. Turrets up.
I wish that as the engineer you could like see where
Fun begin.
where the turrets and stuff like that was, you know. That would be nice.
Armor here, folks.
So I can get armor over there.
Choppers, the pod is closed.
Turrets up. This place kinda gives me the willies. Oh, that's really fucked up. Keep in touch.
I didn't even know you could execute. That's something that they didn't cover in the tutorial.
Shoot. I feel so alive right now. Hey, don't fight my gimmick.
Oh, can't I jump over that? Fucking hell.
Take 5, everyone.
So why is this one pointing this way if you can't even jump over this? What? This thing will never shoot anyone because it can't shoot in this direction. That's so stupid. Do I seriously have to run 120 meters over there? So I wasted the charge on that turret over there because the turret is never gonna shoot anyone. Pointing in completely the wrong direction. This one is on cooldown. This one is a zip line. That's a turret. I can maybe use this one.
Let the fun begin.
It's armor over here. It also really feels as if you run very slowly. Honestly, I feel as if you should run a lot faster than what the game allows you to run. I mean, look at this shit. I started running basically right as the timer started, and I don't even have any bloody time almost.
Pod is closed for business.
What can I do with the rest of my money? And that guy doesn't look very friendly. Okay, come on, turrets, do your work.
Creepy.
Like, I'm literally sprinting, and this guy's like right on my ass. Come on, turrets.
Got the turret going! Turret's up!
No, the turrets did good.
That was intense!
Just feels sucky having to start with this gun. Well, this gun is okay, I guess. But like the other gun, wow, I did not like that gun at all. Where's that other gun? Like this gun that you start with is okay. But the quote-unquote upgraded gun, which I got, I can't even see it now. It's not even showing here. Yeah, that other upgraded gun was really, really fucking terrible. Not even sure like where it is. I think it shows here. But yeah, that one was terrible. Okay, at level 8. I'm only level 4 right now. So we can upgrade, well, we can unlock bouncing Betty fragments gain penetration. Lifetime is set to 10 seconds and will only explode if an enemy moves close. Fragment, so knock down fiction, I don't care about. Knockdown. This whole punch is definitely gonna be good, and then you just basically have to mostly stick to guns that aren't beam type or spray type, basically. Killing enemies grants a stat tool up. How much? Up at 92 stacks. Oh, that's a very small increase, like from 100% or 100 to 96. That's a 4% increase, and then this once again is a 4% increase. So that's almost nothing. Can you have multiples of these equipped? No. Okay, so you can only have one equipped at a time of these. Sucks. So between this as well, you can only choose this one or this one or this one. Okay. That's fine. I will be right back. Just gonna go to toilet very quickly. So be back in a second. They don't really give you a lot of options here at all, to be honest. Like the options, you have 4 options and that's it. And then you can go to the next one. So it's not as much a battle pass as it is a fucking battle road. Like you don't really have any options at all. What the fuck? Reserved? What the fuck does reserved mean? The required Nightfall supply pass. So what do I have? Don't I have the Nightfall supply drop 1? So are you telling me you need to pay for the premium to get something that I literally just bought? I literally just paid 1 credit for this one over here. So that's the first time I've ever seen that in any game ever. You gain battle pass levels like you do in any game, but in this game you spend your points to reserve something. You don't actually get it. You reserve it until you purchase the premium pass. That is the stupidest shit I've ever seen. Like, wow, that's stupid. Really? That is the first time I've ever seen that in any game. Fucking hell. Just when I thought that this game might have just a regular cosmetic system, they go and pull that shit. Where there's literally stuff on your battle pass, on the free battle pass. But you have to buy this in order to buy the thing over here, the outfit. So you waste a point on this, even though you're not gonna get it because you don't have the premium pass. You're not gonna get this. You have to waste a point on that in order to get this. That is some demented bullshit, honestly. Like, fuck whoever came up with that idea. Okay, so keep saying over here operational budget, but I can't do anything to increase the operational budget. It just says operational budget. You can't increase that. So what's the point, really? Crafting mods. Crafted at Harmony using resources by killing zeds and destroying Horzine equipment. What the fuck is Horzine equipment? Each mod is unique, can be equipped once per loadout. Mods can find in special game bonuses. They can also be removed for use with other compatible weapons. I don't understand that, but okay. Oh, okay. I was wondering what all of those little collectible thingies were that we were collecting the whole time. So, this is something that the tutorial doesn't tell you. Okay. So you can upgrade a single weapon. But what if I want to take one of the other weapons? Like, I can't start with this weapon, for instance. Can you? I don't think you can. Like, will they allow you to start with that weapon or not? So as I create loadout, and then now I have this gun in my loadout, and then I go out, and it's not there anymore. So what the fuck? So these create asset pools. These create damaging smoke stuff. These create fire pools. I wish you could compare them. So that's a 5-second AoE duration. This is a 10-second AoE duration. This is also a 10-second AoE duration. The AoE on this one is much bigger. But this one has corrosive affliction. This one has enfeeble infliction. It would be super fantastic to see what enfeeble actually does. Like, let's go for this one and just see what it does, I guess. Like, you can't actually see what it does beforehand, you just have to take it and test it out, I guess. No tooltips. Pieces damaged by 7 when magazine is at or below a quarter. Well, except for equip at least. Okay, so we now have that one equipped. Save. Save. Okay. So will I now start with that gun? What? Hope so. Let's try offices, I guess.
VTOL's ready. Don't forget the sick bags on board in case anyone gets queasy. Up again when you land, team.
Yeah, you see, I can't start with those. I can't, like, I would honestly leave this one and only start with the other gun, but they don't even give you that choice. So, yeah. I don't get what the point is of doing a loadout even, if you can't even afford the loadout ever.
Don't get overwhelmed. Remember what Clausewitz wrote. War is nothing but a duel on a larger scale.
Alright, that's enough.
Making it look easy. Put her down. Keep the heat on.
They're coming through the wall!
Wow, the game is really stuttery.
Got the turret going! Hi! Ow. This place is full of carcinogens, isn't it?
Okay, that's the first time that I'm seeing a mutagen. What's the point of opening that door exactly?
Meet the newest member of the team!
Wow, the game is stuttery. Like literally the game froze for like a second. Okay, can I afford that gun now? Oh.
I know someone out there needs armor! Just a reminder that horseplay will not be tolerated in the lab. Best to assume that anything here that looks volatile is volatile. That felt good!
Nice. Put her down. Beat this up.
Once burned, twice cautious.
I can't move.
They should really have, like, a rail or something.
Sunset.
Okay, while that one is crawling on the ground, I can use the time to find more turrets.
Wave defeated.
Okay, that one just died automatically apparently.
Armor here, folks!
Maybe grab a few grenades from the pod. Who knows what's in the next wave? Pod is closing soon. Everybody done shopping? Hope so.
Break's over, I guess, huh? Now reloading! Get over yourself. Armor right here. Got the turret going. That's a long fall. Alrighty. Does this count as ironic? Way to really step it up, people! Grim.
This place doesn't have a lot of turrets, to be honest. Like the previous place had a lot of turrets.
30 seconds before the pod closes.
That is, like, so depressing. Can't listen to that anymore. Quiet!
Half the enemies down.
That looks slippery.
Why is the turret not shooting?
Okay, I've heard enough.
Pod's open, guys.
Let's see them handle this turret. Creepy.
Don't forget to ammo up.
I don't really have anything else to spend my money on. This map is really bad for like turrets.
Turret's up. to talk about boundaries? Oh, this is great. Just great. This place kinda gives me the willies.
Okay, I'm locked into a corner.
Fight fire with fire.
Okay, and he's just standing there. Okay, did I just discover a glitch or what? I'm just standing here and they okay, they just disappeared and teleported over there. Oh, now he teleported over there. And now he's over there. So apparently if you stand right here for some reason, I don't know why, the dude just gets teleported all over the map. Now if I move, and then it comes. And if I stand over here again, will it happen again?
Ammo down!
No, apparently not. Okay, but that was a very interesting glitch.
All this darkness really makes my job more difficult. Might need steel wool and ammonia solution to clean that up. That's fine with me.
Don't know what this gun does, but let's test it out.
Let's see them handle this turret.
The pod will close in 30 seconds.
Zip line.
Enough shopping. Pod's closed.
Holy schmoly. Okay.
Ram.
the game really doesn't allow you to jump over a rail unless you're looking at the rail. You literally have to be looking at the rail in order to vault over it, otherwise you can't jump over it. Also, this gun is not very strong at all. Like, look at that. I'm constantly trying to vault over the wall, but the game doesn't allow you unless you're looking at the wall. Yeah, look how this this thing melts the HP of the queen.
Just a second!
Like a day and night difference between this gun and the other gun.
Back up.
Incredible job, everyone. The Queen's reign is over.
Oh, so that's how your budget increases. Your budget increases as you level up. Okay, I didn't know that. Because I was thinking the whole time, like, what's the point of a loadout if you have expensive guns, but you can't use the expensive guns because your loadout limit is like, I think 3,800 or something like that. I'll have a look in just a second. Like, the tutorial really doesn't tell you, like, hardly anything. There's so many things that the tutorial doesn't tell you. How didn't I gain any experience in that one? Like, I think I was level 5 already, as far as I can remember, from the previous match. I was level 5. I don't think I even gained any experience. How the hell does that work? It's weird. But then anyway, so if you go over to Armory, this gun, I don't know, the game isn't telling you something, I don't know, but like if you look at the normal bullets, how do we get the normal bullets? So that one already has those bullets in enfeebling smoke. So if we look over here, why does it say that we can craft it again? Like what? Why? Also, in any way, it doesn't tell you that it reduces the damage. It says specialized grenades that deal this direct damage, but it doesn't actually show the damage that is being reduced, which means it doesn't reduce the damage. So if you look at, I don't know if you can even compare a normal one against a non-normal one. Is that even possible? The game's comparing system is really fucking terrible. Like, I mean, if we look at that, the damage says 336 damage. And then, how do we look at the normal one? Create new loadout. So 320. So the damage is increased. Like this is the normal one, 320 versus 336. So it says on the bullet. Oh, there we go. We can actually click there and then go over here. Okay. So it says on the bullet, specialized grenades that deal less direct damage but create clouds, blah blah blah. But that's not true. It says it deals more damage, primary damage. It increases by 16. But I could tell from that match that we just did that the damage is not increased. The direct damage is not increased. There's no fucking way how the direct damage is increased. Now, it would be great if we could, like, test the gun. I don't think you can actually see the damage that the gun does. That's another thing. The game doesn't show damage numbers. So, we go to the shooting range. Where's the bloody shooting range? Ah, over here. So if you go to the shooting range and then like you shoot something, it obviously doesn't show you the damage. So that's problem number one. So you just have to trust what they're telling you, basically. And I don't trust it because I literally just played with a gun and I could tell that it doesn't do more damage. The gun is also really inaccurate. It doesn't say that it reduces the accuracy. I mean, look at that. We are hitting the targets directly. If I can just hit it directly to prove my point. There, direct hit. Direct hit. Direct hit. And the dummy doesn't even go down. But if you use a fucking pistol, one bullet from a pistol, and it goes down. So you're telling me that the gun, the bullet from the gun, does no damage. It doesn't do less damage like it says, it does no damage. So this is the one that is not modified. And it's an immediate explosion. So the game devs are lying to you because you can see there, this one's primary damage is more, 336, this one is 320. And yet when you hit the dummies with this gun, they take no damage at all. So even though it says over there, I can't show you now, I have to, I think, I have to go to the fucking other thing. Damage type, seed stones, no. Yes. No. No, I want to. Fuck's sake. What's this? Ah. So if you go over here, go over here, go over here. So it says there, on the left side, specialized grenades that deal a less direct damage, as opposed to the normal one that explodes. So something is not making sense here. It shows you over there on the right side, the primary damage is more, but we already established through playing the game that the monsters don't die as quickly, and through shooting the target dummies you can see they don't even fall. So the the grenade does no direct damage. It's not less direct damage as it says over there. The grenade does no direct damage, which is like there's a pretty big difference between no damage and less damage. Like, it's really not good if the stuff that the developers are saying is not true. It's simply not true. So let's try it with the acid one. Let's see if the developers are also lying on the acid one. Yeah, sure, save, whatever. Yeah, save, I don't care. Then we go over here and we grab the acid one. Yes. Why do I still have this one? Okay, so that's a glitch. I'm literally saying this one. Critical strikes acid grenades. It's saying literally over there. And I click on it. And then when I shoot... Nope, it's still the previous bullets. So how do I... Do I have to change to like a completely different gun? And then change back? Is that what you want me to do? Yes, apparently. Okay, so we discovered the glitch along the way as well. So these are the acid grenades, and then... Okay, so these do some kind of damage when they hit a target. At least, like the previous ones didn't do any damage. These do some kind of damage, but the description is still the same. Okay. Look over here, and then we go over here. You can see there at the top left, it still says specialized grenades that deal less direct damage. So it's exactly the same as this one. Oh no, wait. Specifically designed grenades create corrosive affliction pools for damage over time. So this one doesn't say less damage. Only this one says less damage. I thought there was another one that says less damage as well. Let's have a look over here quickly. So that one says less damage. Deal limited direct damage. So this one says limited direct damage. This one says limited direct damage. And this one also says limited direct damage. So all three of these say limited direct damage. This one says less direct damage. And this one doesn't say anything. So let's see what limited is. How much is limited? So this is the fire one. The incendiary. Nope, it's still shooting the acid ones. Yeah, so a direct hit results in no damage. So once again, we can see that the developers are lying to us. So the description says limited damage, but it's actually no damage. The grenade deals no damage. So yeah, I'm not a fan of a game where what the tooltips are stating is not actually true. And I noticed that while we were playing the game. I noticed that we were doing significantly less damage, even though the primary damage over here at the top is more. So even that is not true. It's not correct. It almost reminds me of Anthem. In Anthem as well, the developers, the small indie company, I think it was EA. I think EA are the developers of Anthem, if I remember correctly. Let me check here quickly. Because I haven't thought about that game in a long time. I think it's EA. Oh no, it's BioWare. BioWare. So the small indie billion-dollar BioWare company. Also in that game, completely just lie to the player, because the number that it says isn't actually the damage that the guns do in Anthem. And it seems the same in this game as well. I don't know why developers can't just tell the truth, you know. So the stuff over there, like it says limited damage or deal less damage, that's not true. You can't trust the descriptions on the guns, and then on top of that, you can't trust the damage that the guns say they do. It also doesn't tell you the range. So a shotgun obviously doesn't have the same range as another gun. For instance, like this gun is a shotgun. It obviously is not going to shoot as far as a sniper rifle or any other type of gun. But if you actually, I don't know if I can equip that gun right now. Let me check. Oh, I actually have a shotgun over here. So this is a shotgun. And if you shoot, you can see that once in a blue moon, it will hit that target there at the back, but it doesn't do nearly as much damage. Once again, it's an issue that the game doesn't actually show you the damage. Like when you hit something, it should show you the damage, like in Borderlands or in Destiny or Division, anything like that. It's very, very standard for games to show you the damage. In this game, you don't see the damage. So that's problem number one. Problem number two is that it doesn't show you the range of the gun, because this gun's range, it's much more effective and it deals a lot more damage at long range than the shotgun. Obviously, we've seen that as we've been playing the game. And yet, if you look at the gun, nowhere does it tell you the range of the gun. So that's another thing. There are things that are being obfuscated and not being told to the player. And yeah, it's just really unnecessary, you know. So yeah. But honestly, like, I don't know. I think I've played enough of the game to make my determination on the game. I really think the game is not solo friendly. I tried that one match on hard difficulty and I got absolutely destroyed. So perhaps with a much better character, like a much higher level character. Obviously, I just started out, but with a much better character, you might be able to do it on hard. I really don't think you would be able to do it on whatever the next difficulty level is. What was it? Hell on Earth. Like, I don't think you would be able to do that. The other problem is that they don't tell you what is actually different. So what's the difference between normal, hard, and Hell on Earth? Do the enemies just have more health? How much more health do they have? Do they just have more damage? How much more damage do they have? Do you gain some kind of a benefit, like more money? Do you get more money from the higher difficulties? Do you get more experience from the higher difficulties? Are there more enemies? Like, are the enemies larger in quantity on the higher difficulties? Like, none of this shit is being told to the player. Once again, they are obfuscating unnecessarily information that the player needs to have to be able to play the game efficiently, you know? So that's not good. I've never in my entire life before seen this, where you pay points that you earned, you pay points in order to reserve something. So you don't actually get it. You reserve it, and then you will get it once you purchase the premium pass. But you can't actually unlock this thing over a year until you've spent 4 points over a year. So you have to buy this shit over a year and reserve it, which doesn't get you anything. If you're not going to buy the premium pass, it doesn't get you anything. So you're spending points that you earned on something that doesn't give you anything. And then once you've spent 4 points over a year, then can you get this one over a year. I've never seen a game do that. Not even games that are really, really egregious in their pay to win and money grubbing. Have I seen that? Like, not even in Genshin Impact or anything like that have I seen a mechanic as shitty as this one. So that's really not good. I wouldn't support a developer that does this kind of shit. And then multiple season passes as well. Not good. I mean, the game hasn't even been out for a few months, I think, and there's already multiple season passes. There will probably almost certainly come more season passes. There's the classic daily and weekly objectives to create FOMO, so that you can log into the game again, log into the game daily to do your daily quests. It's just something that feeds on FOMO. And then there's, apart from all of this shit, there's the actual gameplay, which is fine. I mean, it's a horde shooter. It's fine. The fact that you aren't shown where the different turrets is irritating, especially as an engineer. I think the engineer should have a little bit of a special perk where you actually see where the turrets are, since the engineer, I think, specializes in setting up turrets and that kind of stuff, but they don't tell you that. And then the monsters just come from fucking everywhere. They come out of the ceiling, they jump over rails. Like, literally, there's like a building and they jump over the rail out of nowhere. I just think that's not good. You can't really defend effectively, especially as a solo player. You can't defend effectively when a monster will just climb over a railing out of nowhere. Like, if you have multiple people, then you can say, okay, you guard that point and I will guard this point, you know? But when you're a solo player, you're standing here and you think, okay, so I'm safe over here, I can just defend over here, and then whoops, there comes a fucker over the railing and then he hits you, you know? I just think that's not good. I would also like to see something like you see in Left 4 Dead or many of the other Horde type games, where you can put up barricades and you can construct like barbed wire and stuff like that. Even in something like Call of Duty Zombies, you can do that, and I just think it's much better, especially as a solo player, and it adds more tactical options, more tactical gameplay to the game, instead of just constantly running backwards, shooting the whole time, you know, like fucking Serious Sam, you know? This game is basically like Serious Sam. You're just running backwards, shooting the whole time. There's no cooldown on sprinting. You can just jump backwards the whole fucking time like this. You can just jump backwards shooting the whole time like Serious Sam, you know? And honestly, if you want Serious Sam, rather go play Serious Sam. This game is not a good Serious Sam substitute, I would say. It's also very expensive. $47 is a lot more expensive than most of the Serious Sam games, you know. And while we're on the topic of price, you look over here quickly. Just 1 second. So I asked our GI overlords generate a thing for me here. If there's one thing that generative intelligence is useful for, then it's something like this. Generative intelligence is trash at a lot of things, but this is actually not bad. So we see here, like I said, I've played a lot of World War Z. It's a very good game in my opinion. $30. I think it's worth $30. It's a very good game. Back 4 Blood I've never played, but it's not well reviewed. It's not a very well reviewed game at all. I know people who have played it, and the feedback from them is that it's not a very good game at all. And it's also very expensive. $50 is damn near AAA prices. So Back 4 Blood is definitely not a game that I would recommend. Left 4 Dead, fantastic. Left 4 Dead 2, not as fantastic, but still fantastic. Killing Floor 1 is okay. Killing Floor 2 is good. As I showed you guys right at the beginning, I have both of the games and I've played a lot of them. I'll show you over here again. I've played Killing Floor 2, Killing Floor 1 quite a bit. They're good games. I like them. They're good games that I can definitely recommend. Warhammer Vermintide, I've also played it quite a bit. It's a very good horde shooter type game. Deep Rock Galactic, I've played it, I've reviewed it on my channel. I don't like it at all. It's not solo friendly. It's not a solo friendly game. GTFO, I don't think I've ever played it on my channel, but I do have it. And it's not very good in my opinion. With a co-op, like if you're playing with a team, it's better. But honestly, it's not very good at all, in my opinion. You can see over here, GTFO. I've played it 120 hours. I don't like it, honestly. It's not very good in my opinion at all, so it's not really something that I would recommend. And yeah, it's also $40, so it's a little bit more expensive than all of the other ones. The Anacrusis, I've played it and reviewed it on my channel. It's not good. No Room in Hell, haven't played that. Payday 2 is okay. I did recently review Payday 3, which is fucking terrible. Really a terrible game. So I can't recommend that. Aliens Fireteam is actually good. Alien Swarm Reactive Drop, I don't know what that is. Dying Light is not a horde type shooter game. Starship Troopers Extermination, I have reviewed that on my channel. It's not good. Their Billions is definitely not a horde shooter type game. So once again, GI is letting us down over there. It's hallucinating stuff, but I mean, Their Billions is a very good tower defense game. It's just not a shooter game. Warhammer Dark Tide, I have reviewed on my channel. It's not good. It's too expensive. And then Helldiver 2, I have reviewed on my channel. It's not good. It's buggy. So the last time that I played Helldivers 2, it was incredibly buggy, and I haven't touched the game since, but my review of the game was negative. So that video is also on my channel. So really, overall, the games that I can definitely recommend instead of Killing Floor 3 is like World War Z, it's good. Left 4 Dead 1 and 2 is good. Killing Floor 1 and 2 is good. Vermintide 2 is good. And Payday is okay. Fireteam is good. And that's basically it. I can't really recommend any of the other ones. And all of these games are also cheaper than $47. Like, it's 50% cheaper. Like, World War Z is 50% cheaper than Killing Floor 3. These two are much cheaper because they're older. But yeah, $10. You can buy this one and this one for the price of Killing Floor 3. Vermintide is 50% cheaper. Deep Rock Galactic is 50% cheaper. Like, pretty much all of these games are 50% cheaper than Killing Floor 3, you know. So yeah, honestly, it's not a good game. It's not even better than Killing Floor 2. I don't know why they made Killing Floor 3 if they can't even make the game better than Killing Floor 2. And yeah, like, I don't know. There's just a lot of things wrong with the game. I mean, like I said right at the beginning of the game, it's a $47 game. They don't allow you to change the resolution at all. So you can't change the resolution over here. You can't even scale the resolution. The game doesn't have resolution scaling. And you can't play the game natively. You can't play the game at a native resolution. They literally do not allow you to play the game at native resolution, which is fucking, yeah, like, it's not good. The game looks good. I mean, I'm playing the game on the highest possible settings, but the game will look better if you were allowed to play it on native, and they don't allow you to play it on native. So yeah, honestly, not at all a game I can recommend. I can recommend the other games that I said just now, but I can't recommend this game. And I also saw on Steam that they haven't updated this game in 2 months. So I think it's possible that the developers just abandoned the game, or at least the publisher abandoned the game. So yeah, I don't know. It's not a good game. Honestly, rather get any of the other games that I mentioned, because yeah, Killing Floor 3, it's not even better than Killing Floor 2, to be honest. So yeah, I think that is pretty much it. I probably will just be uninstalling the game after this because, like I said, there are a lot of games like this out there, like World War Z. I've got like over 200 hours in World War Z. I would much rather play a good game. Like, if I want to play a game like this, which I don't usually play games like this, to be honest, but if I want to play a game like this, I would definitely choose World War Z over a game like this, you know. Or I might even try out like Back 4 Blood. I've never played Back 4 Blood, but I will see. Maybe I can get it on a discount or something like that. But yeah, that's pretty much it. If you guys want to see a specific game reviewed or played on the channel, you can go ahead and support me on patreon.com/LFP. I use the money that I get from that to buy games when I'm not sent a code. Like, I was sent this game today, but when I'm not sent a code, then I very much rely on your support on Patreon to buy more games and do more reviews for you guys. So yeah, guys, that is pretty much it for today. Thanks a lot for watching. I'll see you guys next time. And as always, be good to yourself and those who deserve goodness.